Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And one of my most popular videos on this channel has been whether the XM5s were great for gaming or not. And today I'm going to talk about whether the successor, the XM6s, are great for gaming or not. And as always, I've said that if you want a detailed review about the sound quality, the mic, how this headphone performs for movies and music, there are many other reviewers out there who've done a great job of it. Just a couple of things I want to mention which I found really interesting about these headphones is the 360-degree upmix for cinema. I mean, when consuming content on the phone, I found that the standard preset worked pretty well, but the 360 upmix for cinema was pretty cool. And of course, the background music effects is where, the music plays at a lower volume, like it's in the background somewhere. Some of you like it for studying. And of course, a feature called Auracast, which basically means that I'll give you a very simple example of how Auracast could work, right? It's basically like a broadcast. So tomorrow, if you went into a theater to watch, let's say, a movie in a different language, let's say it was a French movie, and you carried your XM6s with you, you could wear them, connect to the system of the theater, and basically watch the English version in your head while the others watch it in whatever language they prefer, right? It's basically the ability to have a broadcast on their headphones. And there are many other people who are talking about this. I'm just going to talk about their performance when it comes to console gaming on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, along with maybe the Nintendo Switch and my PlayStation Portal thrown into the mix. But before we get into that, I've been gaming a lot on the go, and the Portal has been a great friend of mine, and I have been using these with the Portal because the Portal has you need to have the PlayStation Link enabled headphones for that, like the Pulse Elite or the Pulse Explore. But for a budget of under 3,000 rupees or even closer to 2,000 rupees, these are the CCAPLA 13s. They're a pair of wired headphones, and I think they're great for gaming because they also have planar magnetic drivers. But what about when I'm gaming on this TV, right? So for those of you that saw the previous video, I had the HyperX Cloud 2, and I think those saw the end of their days, lasted me for a good 10 years. And then I went ahead and got the PlayStation Pulse headphones. Now, the reason I have these is because they are very comfortable to wear. I have big ears and my ears fit very nicely into these headphones. They connect wirelessly with the PlayStation, and if I want to play on the Xbox or on any other console, they did come with a 3.5mm cable in the box, which makes it work really, really well. And the sound for the price of these headphones, I got them for about 8,000 rupees back in the day, and still they are very good and they're very comfortable for prolonged use, right? Like, these are my go-to headphones for gaming, but when I'm traveling, I do take my XM5s because they do serve a better multi-purpose. So coming back to the XM5 and the XM6, right? These are my trusted XM5s out here, and I'm just going to kind of give you like a live example of what it's like gaming on these. Is they're very comfortable. You give you a very secure fit. The passive noise cancellation on these is actually very, very good when you're gaming. You have the 3.5mm cable that connects to either of the consoles controllers, be it on the PS5, on the DualSense, you can control it, or even on the Xbox controller, you can just plug it into the headphones port. And if you need the noise cancellation, they work extremely well. You can just put them on and the noise cancellation kicks in and you can press the button. But these, my friends, are the XM6s. At first glance, I don't think you can tell much of a difference between them. It's a very signature Sony style. Sony has gone with a if it ain't broke, let's not fix it kind of a design, and I'm okay with that. They are slightly different, slightly more compact in certain areas, slightly more well built in other areas. But the best part about it is I think Sony has worked on the fit and finish of these headphones because they just feel that much more comfortable on your ears. And when you actually put them on, you feel a slight bit more of pressure when wearing them, and that's not actually a bad thing. I mean, it doesn't make you feel suffocating in any way. It's just that the pressure is a little higher on these, which gives you actually very, very good passive noise cancellation. When I was playing games on the consoles using these headphones, I barely switched on the noise cancellation because the passive noise cancellation was so good. I had the fan running at full speed. I even played some music lightly on the side to simulate some outside worldly scenarios. I even had people talking around me when gaming, and when the action was happening on screen, we had some big bangs in, let's say, a game like Doom Eternal, or I was playing a game like Gran Turismo or Dirt 5, where the action in the race was there. I could barely hear anyone around me. And yes, just like the predecessor, you can power them on if you want want to have a good noise cancelling experience as well, and just simply press the noise cancelling and ambient button to get into noise cancelling mode, and you will not hear anything around you, and it's a great experience. I personally find that I can't play games with noise cancelling for prolonged duration, like a few hours. That wouldn't happen, maybe 30-40 minutes, and then I need to take a break. But without noise cancellation, I could play for about 2 hours using these headphones without taking a break, and I could barely hear anything around me. That is how good the passive noise cancellation and the seal on these headphones is. I mean, they're just so comfortable. They just fit like a glove. It's just absolutely perfect. So how is the audio performance? Well, Sony is known for its kind of more neutral audio when it comes to their premium products, such as these headphones. Just to put things into perspective, the Pulse have a slightly more bass bias to it, which is okay, because actually when the shotgun really fires in or the bass kicks in a game, these absolutely do not disappoint. They have a more natural and a more neutral tone, and they have very good channel separation. Now, before we get into the details of the gaming performance, I want to talk about 3D audio and spatial audio and stuff like that. The PlayStation console has kind of evolved the app for 3D audio on headphones, and I highly recommend you go and calibrate it to the way you like your 3D audio to sound, whether the sound is coming from above, behind, or below you. That really does make a difference in the channel separation and the surround effects on this. Similarly, on the Xbox side of things, if you have you can actually buy the Dolby Atmos app or the DTS app on the console. It's barely 1,000 or 1,200 rupees for the full app. I would say go with the Dolby app. I tried both of them, and I found that the Dolby Atmos for headphones worked much better and gave a better surround and channel separation experience. DTS wasn't bad. I mean, the DTS demo, actually, if you listen to the demo in the Xbox on both the apps, the DTS demo sounds better. But in real world usage for gaming, I found that the Dolby Atmos for headphones setting worked better for me, but that's just for me. So let's talk about the gaming performance of a few games. Right now, let's say if you play racing games like Dirt 5 or Gran Turismo, the grunt of the cars, the immersion in the games is actually very good. And especially when the bass kicks in, if you're playing, let's say, Gran Turismo and the music kicks in, you are going to enjoy it. But when a car is overtaking you from the left or from the right, you can actually make out that channel separation coming in really, really well. Even in a game like Spider-Man, right? Marvel Spider-Man 2, when you play it, if you are going through one of those wind tunnels, you can it actually gave me the illusion of feeling the breeze in my ears rather than just hearing it from the left or right. It gave me this surround experience, and even, of course, swinging through the town, the dialogues coming from the left or the right, it was all a very immersive experience. Even in a game like Ratchet and Clank, which is like the cinematic animated movie, I actually had a very good experience. I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Yotei using these headphones, and the one thing that I can tell you is, man, oh man, is that soundtrack in that game so awesome with these headphones. It just engulfs you, and when the background score kicks in and you're in a fight and, you know, two katanas clash with each other, the clanks of the sound, or an archer screaming from far away that he's about to shoot, you actually have the directional sense of that archer. It is just supremely immersive. And even in horror games like Silent Hill, right, for example, if you have some of those creatures creeping up on from behind you from a particular side, you actually do get that experience of kind of feeling them around you. It is absolutely immersive. Even on the Xbox side of things, yes, playing a game like Doom: The Dark Ages, the soundtrack is where these pair of headphones really, really shine. And if you have any of the guns that you start firing in any of the direction where the projectiles are coming at you from, you just get a very holistic experience. Even Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which has this really, really beautiful background soundtrack that plays, and you also have your character moving through the environment with the, you know, little clinks and clanks of moving through the environment. I wish I could get you guys to hear what it sounds like on these headphones. It's an absolute treat. But these are very premium priced headphones. They're priced at about 40,000 rupees as of me making this video. They've just launched, and yeah, I mean, if you want a pair of headphones that one solution fits all, especially with the future proofing that these headphones bring, with the number of features that they have, the ability to, you know, replace the ear cups yourself, it's absolutely amazing. You can use these headphones for the next 5 years, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. 5 to 7 years, but they are very premium priced, and that is my only gripe with these headphones as a gamer, especially when you have the XM5s still available. I mean, these are the XM6s, the XM5s, and if you don't care about the future age features, you don't care about the fact that these are not foldable. Yes, there is passive noise isolation when you put them on. It's not as good as the XM6, but when you put on the active noise cancellation, it is still a fantastic pair of headphones to have. And if gaming and just pure audio quality is a priority, you can still consider the XM5s, especially considering as of me recording this video, they are priced at just 23,000 rupees, almost half of the XM6. So yes, the XM5s just for pure audio quality, I mean, it's just a testament to how good Sony makes their audio products, right? These headphones, the XM5s sounded fantastic. The XM6s sounded absolutely sublime. But I did try a blind test where I mixed and matched. I tried not to look. I got a lot of people to wear them without knowing which is which, and the feedback was the same, that if you are looking at just pure audio quality, both of them are fantastic. If passive noise isolation is more important for you, you can go for the XM6s because their passive noise isolation is a lot better. But if you want active noise cancellation, it's a hit or miss. Some people actually said the XM5s were better, some said the XM6s were better, so it is very subjective for you. But yeah, if you're going to use it for more things like movies and music, and you're buying one pair of headphones for multiple needs, you can consider the XM6s. Otherwise, you're good with the XM5s for at least a few more years. You can actually look to go from the XM5s to the XM7s when they come out. I guess that will be a pretty big upgrade if you are an XM5 user today. But yeah, if you don't want a pair of high-end headphones and you are looking for something on a budget, let's say under 10K, you can consider the Pulse headphones. They are still a very good pair of headphones, and they connect wirelessly to the PlayStation 5. I did try to connect the XM6s to the TV via Bluetooth to enjoy the games, but I could make out the latency, and it's not the most fluid of experience. Connecting it via the cable to the controller was much better. The same was for the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation Portal, and that's exactly where these headphones really shine, because in the box they come with a 3.5mm to 3.5mm cable. One is is kind of like a straight, whereas the other has this barrel plug kind of a design. So depending on how your console or how your audio ports are aligned, both of them worked. I mean, on the PlayStation Portal, both sides fit at the back of the console or into the headphones, whichever make more comfort sense, and they were an absolute treat to use for long durations of gaming, and that's the best part of it. And yes, when you're not gaming, they are great headphones for movies and music. If I talk about movies, their channel separation is the best thing. I connected it to the Apple TV box, connected to my TV, and I watched movies like Top Gun Maverick and many more, and just the surround experience was absolutely immersive. And yes, if you have a new age TV, you can connect multiple headsets to the TV. So if you are a couple with kids in the house, you don't want to disturb them while they're asleep, or you don't want to disturb the neighbors, you can have a more personal hearing experience. But coming back to gaming, they're great, but so are the XM5s. So there you have it, guys. That was my quick gaming focused review of the Sony 1000 XM6s. As always, you can let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section below. You can hit me up for any queries that you have. As always, I do my best to answer them. For now, this is me, Samir, signing off. I will catch you in another video.